Hi, it's Barry Neal here, and I'd like to invite you to my next masterclass webinar. And this webinar is on, as far as I'm concerned, one of the most important skills that you can learn as a therapist. If someone was to pass a hypnotic law or an NLP or a therapy law that says from this moment on you can only have one technique, this is the technique I would use. This is one I would pick because I can do virtually every single thing that comes into my office with this one technique. And if you don't know this, you are missing out because it is such a powerful thing to learn. And that is anchoring for fast emotional change. And what we're going to be covering is, first of all, what is anchoring? This number one thing is, what is anchoring? Well, hopefully most of you will know that, but I want to cover the basics of it so that we all start off at the same point. Then we're going to learn how to elicit really, really powerful resource states in our clients. States so powerful that they'll easily nullify any negative states. So we're going to then learn how to use those anchors to nullify any negative states, such as fears, anxieties, even trauma. I'm going to show you a technique that I used some years ago. I was teaching a seminar and a woman came up to me in the break and she said, look, I really need some help, but I don't want to come up as a demo subject. Can you help me? And I said, sure, what's the problem? She said, well, I've got a really bad phobia of water. I can't go in a shower. I can't go swimming. I can't even wash my face in anything more than like a small little bit of water. So I spent my whole life just washing with a flannel in a small amount of water. And I said, okay, so tell me about that. And she said, well, when I was young, my father consistently raped me in the toilet at our house. And he would run the taps or run the shower so that my mum couldn't hear what he was doing. And as you can imagine, those two things became linked together. The sound of running water or the sound of water just gave her this terrible, terrible fear. Now, she came to me in the break. She said, can you help me in the break? We had 10 minutes. And sure enough, I used the technique I'm going to be showing you on this webinar to go back to totally change her reactions to that situation so that she could now be comfortable in and around water. So you're going to learn that in this short webinar. Then we're going to learn on how to use anchoring conversationally. Because there are a lot of situations that you're going to be in that you can't now walk up to someone and like touch them on the shoulder or touch them on the knee or anything like that. Sometimes you need to be able to do it conversationally. Some of you may work in business. You can't walk into your boss's office and say, hey, can you remember that time when you had that really, really wonderful office and you had that wonderful view and you felt really good about it? Yes, dang. Now, can you think about giving me a raise? It's not going to happen. So if you can learn how to use anchoring conversationally, you can create those same changes really, really easy just by having a conversation. And of course, this is really important now in this current climate where many of us are working via Zoom, where we don't have the ability to use kinesthetic anchors. So you can use these techniques over the internet, over Zoom or Skype, and get exactly the same results. So this is what we're going to be covering. It's going to be really fast-paced, intense webinar. You're going to learn a load of materials. I'm going to give you loads and loads of things that you can take away and practice so that literally the first client that you see after the webinar, you are going to be able to put these into practice and get spectacular results. So if you're one of these people who are trained to use scripts, this is the ideal webinar for you because it will show you how you can break away from just reading to your client. You will learn how to create really powerful resource states in your clients and then take them and eliminate and nullify any of the negative states that they come in with to create profound, lasting change. So if you've come from a sort of script-based learning, this is the ideal thing for you. And even if you haven't, if you just want to learn more and more skills that you can apply on a daily basis with your clients and even conversationally, You are going to love this webinar. So the spaces are going to be limited because, again, it's on Zoom. I don't want to have 50, 100 people on there. I want to keep this to a small, intimate group so that we can actually ask questions and get everything sorted out. And I can see you, you can see me, so we can really get some rapport going. I don't like having big ones on Zoom because you just, with a tiny little screen, you've got 30, 40, 50 people on there. There's no connection. So I want to keep it to a small group. So if you really want to learn these powerful techniques, please sign up today. It's going to sell out. Every one of my webinars are sold out previously. So please sign up today, and we're going to have some great fun, and you're going to learn some great skills which you can apply literally with your next client to create profound and lasting change. So please sign up now, and I'll see you at the webinar. Bye now.